the shooting of Rich Homie Quan's father's barbershop, okay? Is that okay?
No.
Okay, well, I gotta do it.
Like after that situation, do you feel like you need to get more security, you need to protect yourself more? You know,
I wouldn't say that.
Coming that close to home?
Nah, it ain't even that, man. Niggas know, bro. Niggas know, like, bro, I ain't no hoe, bro. I don't know if the shots were for me, bro. You feel me? But, like, whoever did it, bro, like, man, that shit was lame, bro.
You're aware that Rich Homie Quan's father does own a barbershop in Atlanta, correct?
I guess.
Okay. 2014, someone shot up Rich Homie Quan's father's barbershop, correct?
I guess.
Okay. And this was a big deal. Rich Homie Quan, at least at that time, was a well-known rapper.
I'm listening.
And Rich Homie Quan was trying to find answers to who shot up his father's barbershop, correct?
Yes.
I mean, he came to you for answers.
All right.
You knew Rich Homie Quan, right?
Sound like that.
Okay. And he came to you for answers, and he told you that he thought Travante Turner, Threat, shot up his father's barbershop.
Right?
Nigga know that shit, bro. Point blank, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real gangsters on top, bro. So like I say, we just don't really get off that subject. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period.
Atlanta always produced two kinds of names. One you hear on records and the ones you hear in the streets. And this story is about two of those names in the streets. Kenneth Lil Woody Copeland and Travante Threat Turner. One was feared and one was doubted. One is gone and one is still standing. But together, we call them ATL Evil Twins. Travante Threat Turner was Westside Atlanta. Not famous, not on the charts, but everybody in the streets knew his name. At 31, he carried a reputation that spoke louder than music. Police describe him as a high-ranking member of OMF, short for All in My Family, a crew that is tied to the Goodfellas gang. For Threat, being a rapper was an idea, but the streets was a reality. OMF wasn't just a crew, it was a target. One of their biggest rivals, 4PF, also known as Four Pockets Full, the gang that's tied to Lil Baby. What started as neighborhood tension turned into shootings, online threats, and retaliation.
Atlanta police are searching for the person who shot and killed two teenagers and wounded a third. It happened just after midnight on Spark Street in Southwest Atlanta.
Investigators say two 13-year-olds were innocent victims caught in a gang retaliation shooting while celebrating a birthday.
The overall theme in this case is grown men playing gangster.
Atlanta police say these are the innocent faces of gang violence in Atlanta. Two of them, 13-year-old boys Jacody Davis and Lamond Freeman, were killed. And 11-year-old Dontavius Davis was wounded last July in a shooting on Spark Street. APD says Freeman was killed on his 13th birthday.
Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes. Before gang violence ultimately took his life.
During an afternoon news conference, investigators blamed the deadly shooting on a local rapper. They said the attack was in retaliation for the rapper entering a rival gang's territory to film a music video.
In the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of two children as a result of his cowardly actions, and you know who you are.
Authorities say a high-ranking member of the Goodfellas gang who was incarcerated orchestrated the attack using a smuggled cell phone. Following those instructions, the suspects opened fire at an apartment complex where the three young teens were gathered to celebrate Freeman's birthday. Police say they weren't the targets.
These kids were innocent victims. So when we talk about the gang involvement, these two 13-year-olds and this 11-year-old, they didn't have a gang involvement.
Those arrested were identified as Keontae Sanders, Richard Hollis, Reginald Thomas, Dekeithion Mobley, Marcus Crawford, Tradon Crawford, and Ali Caldwell. The final two were arrested Tuesday. Police had some tough talk for those responsible.
Goodfellas Criminal Street Gang being one of the most hyper-violent gangs in the city of Atlanta, and we will pursue you relentlessly in making sure that we keep this city safe and suppressing violence.
Police say Turner stood on the front lines during this war. For him, OMF wasn't just a name, it was family. But Threat's enemies didn't just stop at 4PF. According to Lil Woody, he had a problem also with Rich Homie Quan. And Rich Homie Quan, he was tied to Inglewood family bloods, If Gang.
All right.
You knew Rich Homie Quan, right?
Something like that.
Okay. And he came to you for answers, and he told you that he thought Travante Turner, Threat, shot up his father's barbershop.
Right.
And you took it upon yourself to convince Rich Homie Quan that it was not Threat.
Right.
And you did that, at least partially, because you knew that Rich Homie Quan was thinking about putting money on Threat's head, correct?
I'm listening.
And when I say money on Threat's head, taking out a contract to have to have Travante Turner, Threat, killed.
I'm listening.
25,000, right?
I'm listening.
Okay. Travante Turner is now sadly deceased, correct? All right. When you were talking about him being shot back in 2015, he was also shot in 2015, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that was Shell Kell who shot?
I'm not for sure who shot him.
Okay.
Donovan Big Nut Thomas was the leader of If Gang. According to testimony, Rich Homie Quan went to If Gang and put $25,000 on Threat's head for the shooting of his father's barbershop.
Then Rich Homie Quan was like, you got 25,000 to have T killed. It's like from the picture you just showed me. Nah, T who just got shot the other night. Oh, in the car over there. Okay. He had 25,000.
Man, I know you to bum on blood, you know what I mean? Inglewood way, blood. Straight like that.
Stan Lil Woody admitted that him and Threat, they shot up the barbershop in front of the judge, in front of the jury, in front of everybody.
And do you recall telling the investigators that at the Cascade skating ring, you confronted Kell about them shooting at you all from the bushes?
What happened in Nut got nothing to do with YSL. This some shit, screaming language. This got everything to do with Threat. You know what I mean? I was trying to protect Threat from the get-go. You know what I mean? Threat, and they had some more stuff going on. Like,
was Threat at the gambling house when it got shot up by Kell?
Young, you said nothing I say can be used against me?
That's right.
Me and Threat shot up Rich Homie Quan dad at the barbershop on Bankhead. I don't know what happened with Threat and Rich Homie Quan, but I'm a ride with my brother. And they was beefing. And yeah, we pulled up and did that.
Okay. And as a result of, why did you and Threat shoot up Rich Homie Quan daddy's barbershop?
Because I'm a ride with Threat.
Okay. Did Threat tell you why he was shooting?
I don't ask no questions. I just say let go.
And when Rich Homie Quan's barbershop was shot up, was that in September of 2014? Do you remember?
I don't know when. I know we went up there and shot it up.
Okay. Was it before Nut was killed?
Yes.
Do you remember what happened the day that you and Threat shot up Rich Homie Quan's daddy's barbershop?
What you mean?
Do you remember that day? What led up to you going to the barbershop and shooting it up?
I told him they go do it.
What led up to you saying, let's go do it? Why?
Threat was mad. He just like, he fucking keep scaring my language. He was talking, playing like we somebody to play with. And I was ready. I had them choppers on deck.
Why was Threat beefing with Rich Homie Quan to shoot up his daddy's shop?
Cause we didn't know where he was.
So did you go to the shop looking for Rich Homie Quan?
Nah, we went to send a message.
What time did you go and shoot up?
I ain't telling you that.
Okay. Was it in the morning?
It was at night.
And that's when the heat turned up. Lil Woody, Threat, and If Gang was now at war, and blood will be spilled. While Threat was beefing with Rich Homie, Lil Woody, he had his own problems. Shell Kell, Donovan Big Nut's little brother.
Thank you.
Do you know someone who goes by the name of Shell Kell?
I don't know him, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay. And back in 2015, did you and Shell Kell have any issues?
If he's still here, then now.
Do you know if your problems with Shell Kell began 4 months prior to the death of Donovan Thomas?
If I had a problem with Shell Kell, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Kenneth Lil Woody Copeland, raised in Mechanicsville, one of Atlanta's toughest neighborhoods. He lost his mother when he was young. The streets filled in the gaps. By his teens, Lil Woody was already living fast. Fights, guns, hustling, rap was an option, but survival was a must. Lil Woody first came on the radar when he got caught at Dunbar Rec Center with a gun. According to investigators, Lil Woody came into the Dunbar Center with a loaded assault rifle. Reports say there was at least 20 people there, including children. Lil Woody left the assault rifle on the bleachers and went to play basketball. That's when a concerned citizen called the police. Lil Woody was arrested by APD after finding the assault rifle. He was convicted April 28, 2015 for multiple felonies.
What city you from? Mechanicsville, downtown by Major City.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up, man. What was it like growing up there?
You know, ghetto, man, you know what I mean? Shit, fun growing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that
it was hard, you know what I mean, with personal issues, but you know, in the neighborhood, just like every other neighborhood.
Yeah. Has the neighborhood changed much since when you were younger than now?
Yeah, it changed a whole lot of suckers out there now.
How old were you when you jumped off the porch?
Ever since I can remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you have any family or OGs in the streets that kind of guide you?
Yeah, you know, it's always people we looked up to, you know what I mean? But on the real, I wouldn't allow nobody to guide me. You know what I mean? I did 51 months and some change.
Yeah.
Really did more than that. I went to jail. I went to jail January, I got out. Went back to jail February, got out. And then the feds got me in like June.
Okay. And last month you dropped your debut project, I Am the Streets.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk to us about that project.
Hey, speak what's up, man, you know. Nigga be talking, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the streets. Like, I've been in the streets. Like, my grandma's house was a trap house. My mama's house was a trap house, so I didn't just be started. Like, anybody that didn't know me tell you that. I've been crazy. That's the first thing a person gonna say. He been crazy since he was little. Buzzy car window out every time you ride by. So, you know, the project is more like, basically like me.
Fuck nigga try me, I swear I got Lil Woody pull up and pop at it, nugget. Bitch, I got water on, look like I'm fresh from Hawaii.
Over time, Lil Woody path crossed with YSL, not as a rapper, but as an associate in the background. By the time prosecutors put Young Thug and his crew on trial, Lil Woody's name was already all in the mix. He was connected to the violence around YSL. When the state needed a witness, Lil Woody was the one they wanted to lean on. But Lil Woody's biggest problem wasn't in the courtroom, it was in the streets.
Kell, they say this the little brother, but I thought he was just changing it, but they say they real brothers. Kell, K-E-L, K. Me and him got into it in the club Crucial.
On January 5th, 2015, you were at Club Crucial. And, I mean, according to the paperwork, a YFN member named Shell Kell, aka Kelvin Watts.
But throughout watching the trial, you know, they had a star witness, you know, Kenneth Copeland, aka Lil Woody. We had the chance to interview Lil Woody earlier this year over the summer in the middle of the trial. And from watching the trial, bro, and learning about, you know, what was going on in this YSL RICO case they was putting together, we just kept hearing a name, Shell Kell. Like Miss Love and Miss Hilton and whoever else, you know, they just kept bringing up this name, Shell Kell, Shell Kell, Shell Kell. I say it like that because that's how much they was bringing it up, you see what I'm saying? So it's almost like the name Shell Kell became like a mystery man to the whole situation. You know what I'm saying?
Try to rob you at the club.
They ain't try to rob me. They approached me and they was just like, you know, what's up? And me being me, I ain't going for nothing.
Right.
Let's talk about Club Crucial. Crucial on Mondays?
Yeah.
That's the spot every Monday?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Back then, but not now.
Not now, right. But we going back to 2014, 2015.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Back then, yeah, you had to be in Crucial. If you weren't in Crucial, like, oh shit, man, you weren't talking about nothing.
Right, weren't you like, you had 20,000 on you and you were kind of, you know, flashing it around a little bit?
I had the money in my hand before they walked up on me.
When we watching the trial, man, we hear about this Club Crucial story about Lil Woody getting into a fight. You know what I'm saying? And they asked about Lil Woody getting into this fight with Shell Kell at Club Crucial. Lil Woody said he was jumped. He said Shell Kell punched him in the back of the head. He said he had a lump on his face. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't really tell us the story. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so can you tell us the Club Crucial story from your perspective? They say Lil Woody was on the stage flashing money and you approached him to tuck your necklace in and, you know, what was going on that night, Shell Kell?
I'm saying, did you watch his interrogation?
Did you and him get into a fight at Club Crucial on the Monday before Donovan Thomas' death?
No.
You're saying you did not get into a fight with him that Monday?
I did not get into a fight with them. They put their hands on me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But when the person walk up on me, I put the money in my pocket because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't letting nobody take nothing from me, man. Like, you just have to do it to me. And you know what I mean? That was their case.
Okay. Did he actually rob you?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm still here alive, and he's still alive. It's just that, like, I would in front of whoever if you disrespect me, because it's like I ain't messing with nobody.
The interrogations, or he was mixing some lies with the truth, but he claimed that his interrogation videos were all lies.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, but yeah, man, that I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even like talking about that nigga.
So you saying that interrogation video was true? Like the way he broke it down, that's really how it happened?
I'm saying, it's a video of it. It's a video of him getting beat up, running. Like, it's a video.
So what made you get on that with him?
He ain't talking about nothing, man. Yeah, like that nigga ain't talking about nothing, bro. Like, Woody got y'all folk fooled to the point where, like, everybody wanna talk to him and everybody playing with him and, like, think it's a joke. Like, this shit ain't no joke, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this shit, man, I don't wanna talk about that nigga, man.
Big Nut was more than just a name. In Atlanta, he was the face of If Gang, and he was close to Rich Homie Quan. That connection made him a target in the same war that Threat was wrapped up in. Threat was already beefing with Quan, while Lil Woody was clashing with Big Nut's own brother, Shell Kell. Different corners, same war. When Nut was gunned down in 2015, it wasn't random. It was the result of all these beefs boiling over. His death lit a fuse for Atlanta's biggest gang indictment. And standing on the opposite sides of the fallout, you'll always find the same two names, Threat and Lil Woody. Threat's story ended in the streets, gunned down. His name carried by the fear he left behind. Lil Woody's story went the other way. Still alive, but branded a rat in the eyes of the public. Two men, opposite fates, but tied to the same war. That's why they'll always be remembered as Atlanta's evil twins.
Hey. Plug talk. You're looking at the plug. Understand how the fuck my plug talk. Ooh, you know I got it.
Brought to you by Daily Plug.
Yeah.